the biggest guy, and he's probably one of the hardest guys in the lineup, but he doesn't have the shape and structure. I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution. Palumbo, standing here with my good friend Armon Adibi. We are here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We are doing a special video on stem cells at Regenemex, and we're going to be doing a Vancouver Pro, IFBB Pro that is, men's open preview. Armon, it's not a very deep lineup. It's not a very big lineup, but we got some good competitors in there. Beef Stew is trying to get his Olympia qualification. Yep. John Jewett trying to get the qualification. Yep. Tim Budesheim will look great in New York and trying to get that qualification. Let's go through those top three guys. I think that's going to be our top three. We got motorcycles in the background here. Beef Stew has been on a roll this year. He's made a lot of improvements from last year. Yeah. What do you like about his physique?
I'm not a huge fan of his physique, but he's doing well. You know, you got Budesheim.
Tim Budesheim is the biggest guy in the line.
Yeah, he's huge. I got John Jewett for the win. He's going to come in probably peeled, and then I got Beef Stew, and then Budesheim.
The way I see it is Beef Stew's got probably the most momentum. He's done a lot of shows already. He's gotten better. He's got a crazy conditioning thing going on. He's put on a lot of size. I think this is his show possibly to clinch his ticket. The problem is that John Jewett is so hard and gnarly on stage, and he's got a really good structure. He's a good poser. I think those two guys are going to really be clashing. The problem with Budesheim is that he's the biggest guy, and he's probably one of the hardest guys in the lineup, but he doesn't have the shape and structure of a Stu and a John Jewett. So I think it's going to come down to Jewett and Stuart Sutherland.
What don't you like about Jewett's physique? What?
You know, there's nothing really I can criticize. I just think it's kind of like what you like better. And I think that I've seen Jewett come in too flat, always lean, and I've seen Stu come in too flat and too full. So I think who's going to show up full enough with the conditioning, and that's going to be who's going to go home with the victory.
I think the last show, John, people were critiquing him like on his front lat spread, like how his abs were kind of a little washed out a little bit. But his conditioning's nuts. So I'm gonna go with Jewett.
He reminds me of myself in the sense of conditioning. Like I always had a problem with finding the balance. I was always the hardest guy on stage, but finding the balance of filling out my physique enough, but not too much where you lose, and then not coming in too flat where you're actually, like you said, you can't see the abs popping. So if Jewett nails it, he probably will clinch his ticket to the Olympia. But Stu Sutherland is a super competitive guy out there, and let's face it, he's got the craziest hair in the sport.
Yeah, he does.
You can't discount a good haircut or even a bad haircut in his case, but I think it's going to be a great show. Vancouver historically has always been a tough lineup. They treat the competitors really great out there. Michelle Pratt does an awesome job, and it's going to be exciting to see who clinches their ticket to the Olympia. For now, though, we're going to go eat some breakfast here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Check out all the videos coming from Regenemex this weekend. I'm Dave Palumbo with Armon Adibi. We'll see you this weekend.